Hello, good morning, and welcome to another in the series of the Friday Spiritual Lectures. And this week we are following on from the Monday mantra, which was, I release the shame that others have placed on me. And I wanted to dive deeper into this topic. So we're born without any assumptions. We arrive in this world as really a very pure, innocent being who is open to the energy of the world. Little sponge, a little sponge for life. And we often refer to children as sponges. We know that if you start teaching a child a foreign language when they're very young, they will simply pick it up so naturally, so easily. It's really the best time for them to learn this. They just absorb it. And as adults, we're also sponges. We may have we might be slightly more set in our ways and opinions than children, but we are still sponges for energy. And we are susceptible to the energies around us. We really are. So as we grow up, we're given opinions by others, we're given thoughts, energy. And we're told by others who we are, we're told what our character is. I think back to when I first went into therapy in my 20s. And I remember just sitting with my first therapist and just crying my eyes out, because I said, I don't know who I am. I am always someone's daughter, someone's sister. Who am I? And I really believed what other people had said about me. I felt empty. And vanished. I just didn't know who I was. And I discovered that the influence of all those people around me that had a devastating impact on my personality, on my individual light, my characteristics. And this it can happen to all of us. We're overpowered, overwhelmed by the energy and the opinions of others. And one of the things that people, society, schools, religion, one thing they love to give us is shame. Now shame, I actually looked up the dictionary definition of shame because I really wanted to understand it. And it said shame is the distress that is caused when we become conscious of our behaviour. And it is the behaviour that is judged as either foolish or incorrect by other people. But if we actually loved ourselves, if we really loved ourselves, we'd never place shame on us. We just wouldn't, because we would know that our life is a beautiful journey of growth towards joy, towards happiness. And we would never ever judge ourselves so harshly if we loved ourselves. But unfortunately, others love to judge us, and we love to judge others. We're not alone. And one thing that comes up as I was writing this was there is a part of ourselves that we hate, that we tend to hate, a part of ourselves that we wish we didn't have because we feel ashamed of that part. We'd like to hide it. And we dislike either the character that we have or the physical characteristic, the physical appearance that we have. And denying that part of ourselves, it leads to us throwing that hatred at other people. We see a mirror out there and it resonates with us and it reminds us so deeply of that part of ourselves that we dislike. And rather than owning it and saying, this is okay, what we do is we then throw our anger, our hatred and so on at that other person. Anything it is that resonates with that self-hatred that we hold. And because human beings, as I've said, because we are sponges, we readily soak in that shame that someone else has given us and we make it our own. Nobody wants to be judged, because when we're judged, we are kind of excluded from the pack. And we know that being excluded from the pack is a place when we are vulnerable, when we're at risk. So we tend to not question the criticism. Instead we assume, this critic must be right. And what I have to do is try and change myself, change my behaviour, so that I no longer exist in a state of shame, and then we get lost. So we learn gradually that we truly are shameful people and that we deserve to carry the shame of what we have said or done, and it becomes ours. But that shame is never ours, it is theirs. We accept it like a drink of poison. We take it in, our body hates it, and then our body tries its hardest to throw this out. So we get sick, we get tired, we feel no longer in alignment with the universe. We're no longer comfortable in who we are. And this is a huge sign. This is a real sign from our body, from the universe, to say, look, something in your life needs to shift. You need to let go of all these judgments, all the shame that someone else has put onto you. So the only true route to happiness and to joy is to follow your heart. To do what fills you with joy and purposefulness, whatever it is. Let others judge you. But importantly, don't take that judgment on. Sometimes they will judge us because they're jealous. They want what we have. They don't know how to get it, so let's shame somebody else. They'll judge us because they're not recognizing in themselves how much they truly hate themselves. Our days of being sponges are over when we truly awaken and realize what is happening and realize how loving ourselves is so important. And then we begin the journey of forgiveness, and we forgive ourselves for ever having burdened ourselves with their crap, because that's what it is. Make a new choice. Make a choice to be Teflon coated, so whatever someone throws at you just slides off, just bounces off. Give yourself that space to be at peace with who you are. Because the one message that always comes up is that you are perfect. You are absolutely perfect for the life that you came here to live. And you are perfect for the role, the purpose that your soul agreed to carry out. And that's all you need to remember. Your perfection. So thank you for joining me here today. And thank you for your support and your generosity. I look forward to joining you once again. So thank you and light blessings to you all. Bye bye.